when I go live to Sunday through Thursday, because for some reason Fridays I have like the worst luck with notifications. So I'm thinking of just going live from Sunday to Thursday. So that's why I'm live now. What's going on, people? Hopefully y'all had a good or having a good weekend so far. Right? Yo, we got 2 dislikes already from 2 dummies that I probably blocked or just don't like me. You know what's funny? On my Jada Black channel, every time I've posted a video in the last week or so, there's been 1 dislike. It's like, dude, because you know it's a guy. If you don't like me, why do you watch every video just to thumbs it down? You're a moron. There's going to be more likes than dislikes. And by the way, you still watch the video anyway, which counts. You thumbs it down equals engagement. You idiot. But nonetheless, this is something that's been on my mind. Salute to everybody that's here, this topic anyway. The moderators of the channel members, the patrons. Shout out to everybody who support me on Patreon. There was some people that did not renew. I just want to say this because I finished recording my video, my Patreon exclusive video today. I could have uploaded, but I didn't. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow. I just want to say this because I think I noticed at least a couple people do this. Why in the world would you sign up to Patreon just to unsign up and then to re-sign up when you see a video you want to see? As if I'm not going to notice your name. That doesn't make any sense, people. It really doesn't. Okay, I'm not a dummy. Listen, I've been doing this long enough. I can remember you. I can remember your name or your profile pic. What's the point? Like, seriously. You don't win brownie points by lying and say you're going to sign up. I'm going to be a member. I'm a Patreon. And you never do it because I'm going to remember it. Because when you're a content creator, you have to remember things, because if you don't remember, you're going to look like an idiot. But be that as it may, let's see who's here, all right? K. Nicole, Andronicus, Langan, In My Zone, Snake Eyes, Beautiful Mystery, Lou, Sydney, Robert, Thundercat, iFanes, Not Important, Ruth, John Mark, T. Malone, Wood 2K, Renee, Gerald, Harold, Michael Dwayne, Terrence, Bad Hombre, Garrison, Chantil, Samurai Will, Shanjar, Matic Music, this I watch from every hotel I'm in, on every PlayStation I'm on. Okay, that's good to know. Salute to everybody that's here on a Sunday. You know, I came across a video from a known female YouTuber, and she talks about, leveling up and getting a rich man, not settling. She's teaching this message, and there's women like her. They teach this message of not settling. And I want a lot of women to understand, and shout out to Humble Beast. Jay, what's good, bro? What's up, Humble? Jojo, what's up? I want a lot of you younger women to understand you're allowing these older females to ruin you.
Jay was good, bruh.
What's up, man? Make sure y'all like the stream. You're allowing these older, past their prime, worthless women to basically tell you how to live your life. I want people to understand I'm a relatively, I would say, when I started, a younger guy, right? I was in my mid-20s when I started making videos and speaking on things from my perspective. So I was speaking from a young guy's perspective to either guys my age, younger, or maybe even older, right? But you have older women who've been ran through telling younger women with so much potential in the world, don't settle. Hold out. And you got to ask yourself, what exactly are you holding out for? What exactly is going to walk through that door that's going to be better than what you've had before? Yeah, a lot of these older women are lonely and bitter. Shan knows what I'm talking about. Shout out to Bad Hombre. Salute to Antoine, Genuine Trucker. What's going on, man? What's good, Jane? I mean, that's how it is, Jane. People not getting my YouTube notifications, man. You know, I posted 3 different channels on purpose because I want people to get notified. Because if you're not getting notified from one channel or 2, I want to make sure I have 3 options to get you notified. That's why I say if you have a Twitter, you can follow me there. They have a notification button there, you know.
JC Hamad BWR with Tim Scott. I told you this was gonna happen.
I mean, it ain't just them. It's other people. It ain't just black women. It's other people who are politically stupid. But that's a whole nother subject, that hombre. What's good, sir? You got these older women who are leading these younger women literally into a burning house. And y'all hear these women. Y'all complain to me about them. I don't know why. I'm not making no videos to them. But I'm willing to point out the flaws in their BS. Because I'm telling you right now, if I was to talk to a lot of these women behind the scenes, they would be completely different because it's all for show. And you can tell. They know they can get views of tearing down men, especially melanated men. Like somebody sent me an article, right? I can't find it. It might have been an old article. This WNBA player, she was trashing black men, saying that, we're the problem. Right now, this is one of those dyke WNBA players. Okay, she's a lesbian, so of course she's gonna feel that way. You know, if I could find that article, I'll make a video on it, but I can't find it. And when you try to tell these women, you need to wake up. You know, they don't want to hear it, especially in front of other people. Shout out to Genuine Trucker Twan. So salute, bro. Salute, man. What's good with you? Appreciate it, man. Because listen, I've talked to a few of these types of women before behind the scenes, man. They're 2 different people.
Salute, bro.
Salute, man. They're not the same. If these women could get the men they want, they would not be complaining. It's just like when a woman finally gets a boyfriend and she cuts off her female friends. That's a territory. And that's what I've been seeing from these so-called level up divestment women. I call them they basically are the complainers of everything. Complaining about this and that, but they never make the necessary changes. And when I see these women on this particular site, they're not who you think they are. They can say the same thing about us. They'll tell you that they have men simping for them, DMing them, trying to holler at them, right? But what they won't tell you is that when you actually talk to these women, that thing, it's a facade. Especially a man who's intelligent and can read them. If you know how to talk to these women, man, you'll see right through them. They'll melt like butter. And that's why I wish these younger women, especially these melanated women, understand these older women are done. There's no future for them. It's over for them. Their adult daughters, or their daughters who are coming into womanhood, are basically the reminder that they are aging and that they don't have that same potential. That's why you will see instances of women being jealous of their own daughters, trying to sleep with their daughters' boyfriends, trying to compete with them on social media. I've come across a couple different posts of women with their adult daughters, and they're like, this is a mother and daughter. You know, I guess they want to say, well, they are sisters. Are they mother and daughter, or are they sisters? These older women, because they have good genes and they've kept themselves relatively up, they're still out here trying to be as flourish as their daughters. Second, 2 generations of just throwing their femininity down the drain, throwing their potential down the drain. You got these older women who've destroyed their potential, getting on social media, teaching these impressionable young girls how to ruin their future. And that's the sad part. Because a lot of these women don't understand you're being played. They don't care about you. They don't care about what you want, the type of life you have. They're like, don't settle. But you settle. You're with a guy who's not even a millionaire. There's a female on this platform, man. She has a husband that ain't even a millionaire, but she wants to tell other people not to settle. Those girls that she is, those impressionable young women, I know they can do a lot better than she did. But they're listening to her. They're listening to someone who's basically a failure. You're not with a millionaire. You're not living a millionaire lifestyle. You're making videos in your bathroom or closet or wherever you are, and you're telling women not to settle. Why aren't you going on expensive vacations? Why aren't you on yachts? Why aren't you in foreign countries? Why are you sitting in your bedroom telling women not to settle? When you settled, you're with the guy you can't stand. You're with the guy who you probably don't even have relations with. You schedule when you want to sleep with this guy. You're not attracted to him. You're attracted to the lifestyle that they've given you. And I want y'all to understand this. Just because she might say this does not mean that you should live by it. A lot of you young women in your early 20s, mid 20s, and you listening to this crap, especially from these I hate black men just because, those women, oh my God, run. When you see women tearing down men that you look up to, that you claim you respect, right? You have a father in your life. You have brothers in your life, but you get online and you listen to these women tear down those same men. You don't think that's going to have a certain effect on you mentally? It is. These women ain't got no future. They want to destroy you because they see you as competition. It ain't about us. It's about keeping the competition at bay, telling you not to settle when they settle. It's just like that girl, like that female, like that friend, like, you know how women have friends, right? They have female friends, and the female friend will tell her, don't date this guy. He's this and he's that. You need to stop dealing with him. Next thing you know, all of a sudden, she dating him. But you're saying to yourself, wait a minute, you told me not to date this person. You told me this person was a bad person. But they're with him because they've always wanted to be with him. I'm pretty sure any women that are listening can tell you that they know of stories of female friends trying to tell them to not deal with a guy, but then later on you find out that they're dealing with that same guy, or they may have dealt with them before. They're sabotaging you just so they can get what they want. And then they will justify it by saying, I didn't like you anyway. They done built up a file of stuff to throw at you whenever you respond. There's too many women out here with so much potential to be great girlfriends or even great wives if that's what you want to do. Mothers, right? Nurturers. Living in their femininity. But you listen to these heifers, these mad, bitter heifers, okay, who they hate the person that they're with anyway. You got these, oh my God, you got the single mothers that are on here. They're mad at the world. Of course they are. And these women are covertly competing with each other. It's a battle. And it ain't got really nothing to do with us as men. We are just the casualty, unfortunately. When they make videos about us and they talk about us like a dog on social media, when they Dizzy police us, it's because they see the competition and they want to stop the competition. Why do you think whenever you see a melanated guy with a Caucasian woman and you have these females making these videos about these guys, why do you think they do that? It's because they're scoping out the competition. They're trying to break down the competition because these women are all trying to get the same men. It's sad, but it's true. Even though there's way more women than men, they're all competing for a small amount of men. And then they wonder why those men aren't monogamous. If you got 20, 30 women trying to get with you, you're not going to be monogamous. If you got all these women coming at you, you got women you don't know, you got women that, you're cool with, maybe work with, you got women who are connected to a girl you're dating, whether it be her friend, her sister, her mother. All these different women trying to get with this guy because they see him as the type that they want. So when you see women talking about settling, it has more to do with looks than I think money, because we all know women will compromise in the money department if that guy looks a certain way, because in their minds they can fix him. But you can't fix somebody with a broke mentality. I don't care how attractive you think that guy is. If he's lazy and he don't want to work and he don't want to build something for himself, you can't fix that. So you got everybody and their mama trying to get this one guy. This guy and the girlfriend has no idea, has absolutely no idea how aggressive those women are. I'm talking about her friends. I'm talking about her cousins. I'm talking about her aunts. I'm talking about mama too. We can throw the grandmama in there. The grandmama might be trying to get a piece, especially these young-minded grandmamas.
Their narcissistic, hypocritical behavior is getting worse, bro. A vast majority of women in Western society are becoming increasingly difficult to deal with, unfortunately.
Thanks, Genuine Trucker. It is. The narcissism is growing. I think it has to do more with the physical, being able to get on Instagram and get instant reactions, instant, attention. That narcissism has grown. And I think the delusion has grown too. What's good, Kev? Shout out to everybody that's a member of the channel. All right. But yeah, like I was saying, man, even the young looking grandmother is getting in on it. All the women around this woman is trying to get with her boyfriend. I'm telling you right now. If you got a girl whose grandmama's in her 40s, oh my God. And she got like an Instagram too and a TikTok. Oh my God. She thinks she still look good because she ain't got no gray hairs. I'll tell you, man, everybody around that girl is trying to get with that guy. I'm telling you right now. And they're all competing. They're stepping all over each other. And you have these older women that are tearing down these who's not tearing down. They are basically they are sabotaging these younger women in order to get the men that those girls want. That's what we got going on, man. The proof is out there. The proof is out there. When they telling you not to settle, what they're saying is, don't get you a good man that's going to treat you good. Don't get a good man who is somebody who is your mate, somebody who you connect with, somebody that you actually have things in common with, somebody who actually ain't mentally unstable. Because we all know that unfortunately there are women out here dating men who are mentally unstable. And I told y'all that a lot of people, especially in the melanated community, need therapy. A lot of those people are mentally screwed up. Something is wrong with them. They need help. Okay? And unfortunately, you got women who are getting with these dysfunctional males, and you've had generations of these women getting with these dysfunctional men to the point to where they're all screwed up in the head. So they want to teach younger women that dysfunction because they see those younger women are getting chose by older men who are successful, older men who actually want to settle down, older men who those women are attracted to, and they cannot stand the fact that they're getting overlooked by those men. So what they do is they try to sabotage that situation and they try to call that guy names. Now, am I a guy, even at my age, okay, 32, I will not be trying to date no 20-year-old, okay? You will not see me trying to wife up a chick that's 20. But if that's a situation of a guy who dates women, like you got Leonardo DiCaprio, he, even at his age, he dates girls that are in their early 20s, 21, 22, right? And you got women that will try to call him out, call him names and things of that nature. It isn't because they're trying to protect younger women. It is because they're jealous because they're not getting chose. They done ruined their life. They done got ran through by all these dysfunctional males, these males that done gave them kids and can't even pay child support for those kids. They want you to make the same mistakes to make them feel better. They want you to be as dysfunctional as they are. And you got some of these women that are falling for it. You got some of these females that are falling for it. Oh yeah, they were dating older men. I know girls in their teens were dating dudes in their 30s and 40s. So we know that's been going on. I know of females, all they do is talk about how they date older men, but they don't want younger women dating older men. Now, yes, 20 is adult, but I'm talking about me. If other men who are in their 30s and 40s want to date a 20-year-old, they can do that. I'm just saying, I'm not out searching for that. I'm not looking for that. But again, that is an adult. But things are just, I think these women are just hurt. They're hurt because it's over for them. And they want to destroy the younger generation of women. Unfortunately, these young girls are falling for it. I see you, Ednice. I want y'all to understand something. I'm not here to tell people how to live their life and what they should do. But when I see wrong, I have to speak on it. And when I see these old heifers, these women who used to chase the gray beards back in the day, now all of a sudden they have gray hairs. Now they want to tell the younger women, no, you shouldn't date those type of guys. You shouldn't date guys who are mentally stable. You shouldn't date guys who we consider lame, who we consider to not have swag, right? These women think that having swag is having 10 baby mamas. These women think that, a real man is a guy who used to be in the streets, and out of the system. That to them is a good man. Is a dateable man, right? But understand this, people. And I'm telling a lot of young women that listen to me. I know y'all listening. Y'all don't want to say nothing because y'all want to be in her chat rooms or what's that? Her in those chat rooms, wherever you may be. I know you listening, and make sure you like the stream while you're here. Stop listening to these older heifers. They are they're trying to mentally destroy you to get you to hate us, and that's all it is. But who else you gonna go to? All of y'all ain't gonna be able to get with no millionaire. The people who are telling you to divest, and listen, man, one of these heifers even got incarcerated for stealing. These are not the type of women you should be listening to. You got women getting locked up, single moms getting locked up. They're the main ones telling you to divest and telling you to level up to a rich man when they gotta go steal to survive out here. These are not the type of women that you should be listening to. Not at all. Stop listening to these goofy heifers, man. They ain't got nothing to offer nobody.
Jay, when I was in high school, there were 35-year-old men picking up teen girls from school, and it wasn't their daddies.
Yeah, Wayne, that was going on, man. I've definitely heard some stories, seen some things, yeah. That was definitely going on. And it wouldn't surprise me if her parents knew. If the girl's parents be knowing. Shout out to Snake Eyes. Here's how they district police, man. Oh, there's a lot of district policing going on. Absolutely. It's a lot of it going on. Unfortunately. But we want to end that. We trying to end the dick policing. And it starts with a lot of women stop listening to these thieves.
It's crazy how they'll district police men, but men don't punani police them.
Yeah, when you start seeing women going to jail over being thieves, you need to really reevaluate the type of people you're listening to. But because they enjoy seeing men get embarrassed, right, Shalonda? That's the energy we need. We need that energy, Shalonda. She says, F a divestment. That's what I'm talking about. The divestment community is full of hurt, middle-aged single moms who physically can't get the men they want. That's what the whole divestment thing is. And they think if they hop the fence that they're going to be seen differently. Caucasian men got standards too. They don't want to deal with no women who weigh over a certain amount, who don't look a certain way. You think that you're going to get a pass just because you hop in the fence? You're listening to the wrong people. You actually need to go and listen to the men and not these black women who are bitter as hell. Don't listen to them. Go listen to the men of the other community and what they like. Then you will get a whole new perspective, and you will stop listening to these divestment heifers who are nothing more than out here. They out here stealing, lying, and cheating. They ain't giving their husbands, who if they got one, they not giving them nothing, no sex, nothing. So we need to look at, man, these women are lying to these young girls. They're lying to you females who are, you at your, I say your peak, but at your age, you have so much in front of you. And what they're telling you is you need to go get ran through for 20 years, have a couple kids, and then divest. No, you need to work on getting yourself where you want to go first, and then finding the most suitable man who you want to marry, not have situationships with, not be friends with benefits, not waste 15, 20 years of your life trying to figure out whether he likes you or not. What's good, Ricky? There's too many of y'all women that are doing that. Y'all out here dealing with men who have y'all so confused, and y'all don't know what's going on, but you're still sleeping with them. You're still having children with them. You know, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all want to be Instagram models. You know, you want to live that Instagram model lifestyle, not understanding that you got Instagram models getting abortions, okay? They're getting paid to have relations with all types of men. They get caught up in the lifestyle. They get caught up in the expensive trips. They get caught up in driving expensive cars, going on shopping sprees. They're selling their souls at young ages just to have that lifestyle, to the point to where by the time they're 30, they have no soul. They have nothing to offer. How many women y'all see on Insta, like they have no soul? You know why? Because they're listening to these level up heifers. These women telling them, go get you a rich man, don't settle. But what you don't understand is, what they're telling you to basically waste your time, get used up, so all you have is expensive clothes you can no longer wear. You haven't gotten anywhere. You have a bunch of bad memories. That's all you have. You're left with clothes you can't fit and bad memories. That's it. And kids you don't even want. And you ain't even getting pregnant by the millionaires. You getting pregnant by the bums. You getting pregnant by the bums who you thought you was going to change. You thought you thought y'all was going to win together. You thought that you and him was going to win together. But he ended up bouncing on you with them kids where you left to raise them kids on your own. Now you making videos mad at us because you waste your life and you threw away the best years of your life. Now you want to be mad at us and you want to teach these women how to waste their life. That's what's going on out here. You trying to teach these young girls to waste their life. Hey, young girls, don't do it.
A lot of these chicks' mamas and grandmamas would get tapped out by their daughters and granddaughters' boyfriends if that option was open to them. The treachery is real.
I agree with that, especially, I'm telling you, man, these mothers and these grandmothers out here trying to compete with each other, they would definitely do that. Shout out to Antoine, he just upgraded. Appreciate the upgrade, man. How many these women like think they got this broke boyfriend and he's along for the ride? He's allowing her to get used up because they're like, we gonna win together. And then come to find out, he's like, you know what? I just can't marry you. I can't be in no long-term relationship with you. You know, you used up. I don't want to raise kids with you because I don't respect you and how you conducted yourself. I'm out of here. They don't understand that's what's going on. That's why these women are so bitter. They want to blame men. They want to blame us, especially us as melanated men. They want to blame us. You chose to throw your box around for decades. How can you blame us? You chose to have kids by men who didn't want you like that. Whose fault is that? You wasted your best years for fanny packs and red bottoms and expensive trips, but you never converted any of that to owning businesses, to buying real estate, investing, none of that. So now you don't have anything. So here you go trying to teach women to live certain lifestyles that you yourself necessarily didn't really live. Stop listening to these hurt women. They get online and say the most ridiculous shit and y'all listen to them for what reason? They don't have nothing to offer, just like the men they dated. They ain't had nothing to offer them, and they definitely don't have anything to offer you. You don't want to be reduced to, exposing men for attention. Like, look at all these heifers that are exposing men for attention. It's like you are ruined. You're a ruined person. I'm just about to go there. You're a ruined person who has to expose other people for attention, but you ain't making no money off that attention. Writing books. I'm telling you, man, don't listen to these women. Like, when I had these dudes they be sending me videos of these women saying certain things. They be telling me about what's going on. I really don't care because it comes from a place of hurt. What I care about is the fact that they are ruining a generation of women who have so much potential. You have young ladies who are going to not only be turning 18 this year, but they're going to be graduated from high school in May or June. So I think they graduate from high school next month. Next month, they're going to be graduated from high school. Some of these females are going to be hopping on Instagram. They're going to be hopping on OnlyFans because they want to do what they've seen other women do and they just couldn't do it. That is what this generation is producing. These young girls, they've been waiting to be able to be able to date one of these NBA players or, get on social media and get on OnlyFans because they see what these other women have been doing. That's what these young boys have to look forward to. At least I can say when I was in my late teens, early 20s, social media wasn't like it was now. But now it's to another level. So I can only imagine what the young men are going through, dating wise. I can only imagine. I mean, the delusion, like all these women think they celebrities because they got like 10,000 followers. They all think that they can get them a pro athlete or a rapper. Like, I can only imagine. Little cousin graduated last year and is already about to be a baby mama. And all up on IG posting. Wow, Jane. Yeah, that's they want to follow in the footsteps of women they've been following for years. They following right there in the footsteps. And that's what we got going on, man. And they're allowing these older women to ruin them. And I'm saying, don't let these women ruin you, because you will not be able to get that back. You need to choose men who are capable leaders and are capable providers. Stop choosing these males who, to me, aren't good for anything. They're really not. All right, I'm gonna put the phone line in the chat. Y'all want to call in, say some things on the topic. Any women want to call in? Any young women who are in their early 20s, starting to make it in the world? They may listen to some of these women on YouTube. If you want to speak on, you feel like those women make good points, I would love to hear them. I don't think these women make any good points. I think they're a cautionary tale, to be honest with you. Yo, what's going on?
Hey, Joe, how you doing? It's Sarah.
What's good, Sarah?
I'm good. I had a feeling you have a live tonight, so I just stood in front of the TV, and I'm like, okay, any minute now, he's going to have a live, and they happened. So here we are.
Yeah, here we are.
This whole thing, I have to say that when I was in high school, let's say if I was a sophomore, I had a friend who was a sophomore, and her boyfriend was like a junior. Mm-hmm. And then after he graduated, she dated somebody in our class. I'd have to say that most of the girls, they would date like the guys in their class,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't date in high school because it was like a bunch of drama. I was always the new girl at the school anyway, so I just felt like, like if I'm gonna keep moving around from school to school, I'm really not, there's no point in starting a relationship.
Right.
So I actually took it seriously in college, and the guy that I met, he was in the same college as me.
Mm-hmm.
We met in a college setting. So as I got to know him, he told me that he was 22. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. It's not like you're 35 or something. We're both in college. It's okay if we date. Because it's like after you turn 18, things do change. And I do have a friend, like the other day we were having lunch, and she literally told me she likes older men, like older men 10, 12 years older. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Like everybody has a preference. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But I just stated my preference in the chat, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then here comes this guy talking about, you think 35 is old? I did not say that 35 is old. What I meant is that I would prefer if the guy was within my age group. Like
Yeah,
I'm 21.
yeah.
My ex
That's what I'm thinking. Not every woman wants a guy that's 10, 15 years older than them. And some people
exactly.
want people at their age.
Every woman,
Yeah.
yeah, every woman has a different agenda. My friend, she wants to live good, and she knows that older men are more financially secure. And I'm like, if that's what you
Not
want, you
now.
go
Now I
for
will
it.
say
But
that's a stereotype. Not all. I mean, there are older men, but there's a lot of broke, bummy older men out here, man, and it's
I
sad.
told her that.
That's a complete. Now I'm saying not a whole 100%, but I'm just saying not every older guy is doing good out here. That's why you have to really vet people in their situation. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
That's very true. And I felt like she was looking at it from a very superficial way. Just like not every 35-year-old guy is mature. There's a lot of goofy 35-year-old guys out here, okay? So I just want people to realize, don't look at it from like a statistic or a number, or don't look at it from somebody else's experience. Look at it like try it out yourself. If that's what you want, it doesn't matter what other people say. My ex, he just turned 24, and I'm about to be 22. He's not like 100 years older than me, and it's not like I'm out here, just hunting, asking a guy for his age when we first meet. I don't do stuff like that. That's weird. Like, why would you do that? Oh, you're 36. I gotta go. Oh, you're 20. You're too young for me. I gotta go now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just like if you're attracted to the person, date who you date. I mean, personally, me, I'm not comfortable with dating somebody who could be my dad. I'm sorry, I'm just not. Just like how I find it weird when like a 40-year-old woman would date like a 25-year-old. That's weird to me. Like, if you got the money, if you got it like that,
yeah,
that's your choice. Like you got the option, and there's plenty of women who are
It's
willing to do
perilous
that.
times like these
Just
that
because
make me
there
glad
are,
I've
don't mean
red
that every
pilled
woman
prepared my
wants to
young
do something like that.
teenage.
And it gets to some of
Sun
these
just
guys'
in
heads.
time. Red
Some of
circle
you guys who
pill.
think you got game, y'all need to be careful.
yeah,
Because these women out here, they're hungry, okay? They're very aggressive out here.
yeah.
You
Hey,
may think that they're after one thing,
yeah.
but they're after another thing.
Yeah, let me
Completely different. You need to be careful.
yeah, let me just say this real quick. I want to shout out Beautiful Mystery and Liana with the cash apps. Appreciate that. Thank y'all. But yeah, that's why I say times have gotten different, and we have to do things differently when it comes to dating, and we have to choose people based off of what we're looking for, not necessarily potential or what we think they could do.
Yeah, and I just want people to realize, what was I going to say? My memory has not been good. Yeah, I want you guys to realize, if you choose somebody over and over who's done you wrong, don't complain when you're much older. Just humble yourself.
Right.
Because at that point, just live your life. Like, you're going to make yourself look stupid trying to holler at somebody who's old enough to be your son, or somebody who's like, old enough to be a grandpa. Like, just humble yourself.
Right.
Be with who you're with. If they treat you right, if that's your soulmate, why would you leave them because of something somebody else said? These women are out here miserable. They don't care about you. They just care about what they can get for themselves. And if you're standing in the way, they're going to do anything in their power to make sure that you're out of the picture. And then when she starts dating the guy that you were with, you're shocked. Like, what are you shocked for?
Right.
You had a good thing going, and all of a sudden, you know, you leave him for no reason, and it's like, you know, come on now, you know, that's free real estate. That's what it is out here. So that's all I want to say.
Okay.
I have too much I want to say, so I'm
All
gonna
right.
just leave it here.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, Sarah, thanks for the call, checking in. All right.
You're welcome, Jay.
I think young
Appreciate
women learning from old mistakes.
All right. Appreciate that. Well, if those women would teach them about learning instead of about hating, you know, I think you need to choose to be around people who are a match, you know, and not really go off of what others are telling you. Just like when you have guys that teach dating to other men, I think everything is a case by case. Nothing is universal. Yo, what's going on?
Yo, what up? This Samurai Will.
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, no, I got a lot of experience from the older generation, like the Gen Xers, even baby boomers, failing the younger women. My mom had me at 42, but she had 4 kids. 4 kids by the same. You know, we all got the same father. They married and all.
Okay.
And so when I was a kid, my sisters were already in their early 20s, early 20s, going into adulthood. And so I literally watched their lives play out. And like you say in the video, bad dating choices. I only had one sister that managed to marry. I had another sister that married and messed up her marriage. And now they're getting to that point where they're older and they don't have anyone to build with. So you know, that's why, like, I understand the passion that you have to let these younger women know, because it's not a game. You're going to find yourself 40, 50 alone having to fend for yourself.
Yeah.
And
somebody got to say it. Shit. I mean, people want me to go at the women with the message and to go at the particular female that will say this but I'm speaking directly to the women of the audience and saying, listen, okay, you can listen to that, but you're going to be just like her, right? And I'm not talking about living happily.
Yeah. Yeah. And I found myself through like coming up trying to explain this to women, but women do not listen, especially these younger women, because they a lot of these women growing up with single mothers, and they mothers, even though they mothers don't have men in their household, they don't have a man, they poison their daughters, and so they think they're getting hit with all types of game from their mothers when really their mothers don't know shit. So you be like trying to tell them, like, yo, you know, you need to tighten up, you need to take relationships more serious, but you know, you can't tell women nothing now. Sadly. And and one more thing, I was gonna ask you. I was gonna be like, what was I gonna ask you? I was gonna ask you, fuck, I can't even think. It slipped me. Fuck, I can't even think about it. Why do you think, like, why don't women listen? Like, you see all these older, like, why don't women take advice from men? And, like, why don't they listen to what we have to say?
I think some do like advice from women. I think there are a sizable amount of women that actually do prefer the advice of men. That's why they would follow a guy like a Derek Jackson. But you're starting to see more women who are listening to men. They are. Because a lot of women don't like each other. But I think that they like the ear candy, so to speak, of women who like to tear down men, right? That those women probably have dated before. Like when they try to tear down a guy who's dusty, right? Those women dated dusty men, you know? And they want to feel good about the fact that they're not alone. So they'll listen to that because it makes them feel good, right? That's why they listen to them, just to feel good.
Well, you ladies that listen to Jaye, man, because I'm telling you, it's going to hit you in your mid-30s, 40s, 50s. It gets real, but keep it up, man. You're doing great work.
All right, man. Thanks. Appreciate it. All right. right, shout out to him. Yo, what's up?
Yo, what's up, Jay?
Nothing much, man. What's going on?
Not much, man. Just glad to see you got another live going, man. Some
Oh,
good
yeah.
topic you got going here.
All right.
I've been saying this for the last few years, man. With the rise of Instagram, you see a lot of, or just social media, you see a lot of older women in their 35 plus, 40 plus, trying to compete with, the younger chicks. And I just want, all the older women, if you're listening right now, just want you to know you can work out as much as you want and eat as good as much as you want, but your body will never look as good as a 20-year-old or as your 20-year-old version. You know what I mean? And that's what a lot of chicks, these older chicks need to realize that, y'all should want to help the younger generation, because you see how these chicks be acting. I was just on Twitter today. I seen some chicks at brunch twerking and drinking mimosas and shit. You know what I'm saying? And it was like a little classy place. Everybody else was just sitting down and whatnot in their suits and ties or whatever. And these chicks, they the only two chicks, black chicks, twerking in the middle of the restaurant having brunch. And you see a lot of older chicks doing stuff like that. Because a lot what really drives women and what I see is jealousy. So when they see, the young chicks out here getting the attention, doing all this whorish behavior, they want to do the same thing instead of just sitting them down and telling them like, look, what you need to be doing right now in your early 20s is trying to find a man and lock him down.
Right.
And, focus on that. Focus on trying to be a wife and a mother. Don't be like me. Don't be like me, be out here in the streets. And then, when I turn 45, I'm still unmarried and still complaining about men online.
Yeah.
I wish, that's why, the younger women are being led astray because the older women are telling them go out here and hoe it up. You know what I mean? Instead of, trying to be a wife and trying to be a mother because, I'm just going to be honest. Like, that's what women were put on the earth to do. You were put on the earth to be a wife and a mother, not to be sampling all these different penises and, going out drinking and twerking all out in public and stuff. That's low-level behavior, And more women need to listen to have you ever heard of Shahrazad Ali?
Yeah.
Yeah, like more women need to listen to her. And she got all types of pushback 30 years ago, and she would get even more pushback today.
Yep.
But women really do need to listen to her and take heed to what she's saying because she's just trying to help y'all out, because a lot of y'all chicks, y'all going to look up one day, you're going to be 45, 50 years old, and you're going to be a cat lady. All because you wanted to just get out here and be a whore.
Yep, that's exactly what's going on.
But that's... Yeah, man, but that's all I wanted to say, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
All right.
Love what you got going on.
Appreciate that, man. Thanks for the call. All right?
All right, no problem.
All right. Shout out to them to call in. Yeah, man. And listen, I don't hate women at all. I've never had a lot of bad interactions with women. I've had some interactions that annoyed me, may have irritated me, gotten on my nerves, but no hatred. Yo, what's going on? Hello?
Hey, how you doing, Jay?
I'm doing good, man. What's going on?
Not much, man. Hey, I just wanted to say, man, this is my very first time calling in. I've been watching your channel for a while, but I'm kind of like a ninja watcher. I really don't type in a room or nothing like that.
Okay. All right. Cool, man.
Yeah, man. But what made me call was something you said about the Instagram chicks, man. Like, like if they got 100K, 500K, something like that, then, they think they're a celebrity and all that.
10K. They be having like 10, 15,000. They're like your local, like a chick from your state, right? Locally. Like they got these pages that be promoting the local chicks' Instagrams, right? They got like 10,000. And they think they celebrities.
Yeah. And Jay, it feel like they messed up the dating. I mean, Instagram, I feel like you really messed up the dating game, man. Don't you agree? Because it's kind of like hard to like get at these chicks. Because if I ain't got the same amount of followers or something, then I'm kind of like out the game.
Yeah, because they get, especially if they're getting promoted, they're gonna feel a sense of they're better than the local guys, right? They can choose better than the local guys, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like, what do you think? Like, do you think like die down after a while, or you think it's gonna be like this, like just like for the rest of the?
I think
rest
if
of
they
time?
don't get anywhere, because sometimes all it takes is them. It could be jobs, it could be schools. They could sort of pull back from social media, or they can get in a relationship. A lot of times they on social media a lot because they ain't got nobody. So once they get with somebody, they'll sort of step back or they'll stop being on there. I've seen that. So I think it just depends on what's going on personally with them.
Yeah, and you're right, because see, I kind of feel like, because I'm not a celeb or nothing like that. I got a regular amount of followers, so it's just kind of hard for me, like, because I see a few on there that I'm not gonna lie, man. I see a few that I would probably get at, but
hey.
I ain't.
And listen, any of them can any of them you can make an impression on. Like I got chicks with millions of followers being very bothered by me just speaking about them. So, there are regular guys that can score with these women. Again, especially if they're local women, they not really nowhere like that. Yeah, they may have a big following, but they still in the same place they always been. Okay, they're not out here just traveling and they're doing they're not doing none of that. It's all for show. It's basically them showing the world what they want them to see. But they're still there. They still there.
Right. So like I was gonna ask you, like, you got any advice? Is there anything I could do to maybe, since I don't have that status and all that stuff, is there anything that I could do, like, to make myself like stand out more, or should I just
I don't know, man, because I'm not even heavy like on there like that. Like I'm not on there making myself known. What I would tell you is to just be active. I've seen situations where if you just showing them attention, and then maybe they'll notice you. That I don't know. A lot of times guys will just message them and just rap it to them. That always works, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna be honest, Jay. The only reason why I don't say anything like that is because I know 9 times out of 10 that they already got that their DMs is flooded.
Oh yeah.
So I don't want to be that. I just don't want to be just one of the dudes in the DM. So I don't even DM them.
Right. Well, they look at all their DMs. Don't let them fool you. They look at all DMs. But if you want a secret weapon, hit that email. That email, they always look at the emails, man. And nobody message them like that on the emails, man. Oh yeah, the emails will work wonders.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Because the emails, most people wouldn't think to do that unless it's like a business thing.
They don't. Like them emails be drier than sandpaper. So,
Yeah. But yeah, man, I wanted to say, man, like I say, this is my first time. I'm definitely gonna call in again. But when you said that, I had to call in and speak my piece on that, man.
Okay, all right. Well, that's cool, man.
But I wanted to say, man, I like your channel, and keep it going. You got a good channel and you speak facts, and I just listen, and I listen in the shadows, and have a good night, man.
Oh, you too, man, and thanks for the call in. All right, good call.
Yeah,
man.
No problem.
Peace. All right, man. Peace. Yeah, shout out to him, man. Yeah, he want to know how to get at these IG models, man. Just hit that email, man. It works every time. Emails work every single time, man. All right. Yo, what's going on?
What's up, Jay? This is John from New York here.
What's good, John?
Nothing much. What I like to say about this topic, this reminds me of the Kevin Samuels show. If you're ever familiar with his show, because I watch his show every single day, and he has these women calling on his show, Kevin Samuels, and then you got these women, like mostly married women, that want to cancel him. They get their feelings and all that because he be telling some real stuff, but they can't handle him like that.
Whenever you're as a man, you're speaking the opposite of what they're used to. Yeah, you're gonna draw a lot of criticism because women don't want pushback.
Kevin Samuels, he's been in the game for a long time, so he knows the data, the statics. I mean, he could tell you like he probably experienced, but these women, like there's this one video of Kevin Samuels, you gotta check it out, is that he tells this woman why you don't smile. And it's crazy that you got these middle-aged women that don't want to smile and just want to be visual and bitter and that. Like, who wants to be with a person that doesn't smile all the time?
Well, listen, man, women are just different these days, and they don't feel like they have to be more feminine, body language wise. Because again, growing up, they grew up in a very masculine household, not masculine household with the masculine father, with the masculine mother, and their mother taught them wrong, how to deal with men. And due to whatever they may have gone through in life, they tend to be a certain type of way towards men, you know?
I see. But you know, the Godfather, like all these women that still hate him, he still gave money. I mean, he got so much money right now. I mean, like, it's crazy. And they're not going to take him down.
I will say this, John. Men have been getting the brunt of a heavy criticism for years. This is nothing new, but it's on a different scale now because of how big the following of a person is. But for the most part, a lot of guys been putting in a lot of work for a lot of years to get this message across, and we've offended a lot of people over these amount of years to the point to where they're putting you on hit lists, right? Where they're making hit pieces on CNN about, you know, your ideology and how it's toxic. So I just think that that's going to be the reaction, but that reaction has always been there. We've always gotten that reaction.
Yeah. But that's what I got to say, dude. You know, keep up the good work. Like the Godfather, you know, I'm glad you brothers are really waking up some of the other brothers because we need this for a long time. I mean, we've been sleeping on this blue pill for how many decades, a long time. And I'm glad that it's someone like him that is really, you know, trying to wake us up here.
All right. Okay. Well, I appreciate the call, John. All right.
No problem.
All right. Shout out to John. Yo, what's going on?
Hey, man. What's going on, Jay? How's it going?
I'm going good, man. What's up?
You know, I was listening to the show and everything like that, and, you know, one thing I've seen, it seems like the women that, like, you know, you're talking about, it reminds me of that movie, The Players Club, where that girl's, like, basically teaching the other girl how to be a stripper.
Yeah.
And getting her all involved in life. I mean, that's kind of what it's like. It's like, I've seen women telling other women, oh, it's okay if you have multiple babies' fathers. It's fine. You know, hey, if anything, you should wear it with a badge of honor. You should want to have multiple babies' fathers.
Mm-hmm.
You should want to be out here in the club. There's nothing wrong going to the club. There's nothing wrong with sleeping with this dude, that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Just do it. Be free. And it's like, the more y'all do that, the more you realize that a lot of these men are, you know, as they get older, they're not going to let someone like that come between them and their money.
Right.
You guys are going to say, like, no, man, like, I'll sleep with you and I'll have fun with you, but I'm not going to marry you. I don't want to attach myself to a woman who's out here in the club and on Instagram all day. Like, I'm not trying to do all that. So I've always thought that, you know, and I just don't understand where that motivation comes from with these older women telling these young girls, hey, do this, do that. Like, you know, hey, sleep, have baby fathers. It's fine. You can do it. Because again, you're only hurting yourself.
Yeah, I think they want to live. Yeah, they want to live vicariously through these young girls and sabotage them at the same time.
Oh yeah, and I mean, and one thing I've been telling a lot of my friends, you know, a lot of guys ask me like, hey man, Rob, I'm tired of all these women, these Americanized women. Hey man, like, tell me about the women overseas. Tell me about the women in the Dominican Republic. Man, and I tell them, I said, look, while the women overseas are, you know, I guess you could say, I mean, depending on what you're looking for, it'd be different. I'm going to tell you, thanks to social media, these Americanized views are reaching overseas. So, like, when I've gone home to the Dominican Republic, the stuff that you see here is the same stuff you're going to see, like, in the major cities there. So,
bro, you know, I got a video coming tomorrow about the Dominican Republic, man.
Oh, man.
I got a video about some health in the Dominican Republic, man. God,
I'll be on the lookout for it, man.
All
you know,
right.
guys they're always asking me like, "Hey, man, well, Robert, man, next time you go home to, you know, take me with you to the Dominican Republic, man. I want to go. I want to meet some women." I'm like, "Okay, you gonna meet women, but understand this: Everything you see here, you're gonna see there because social media. Same thing. We go to Mexico, we go to Colombia. You're gonna find a lot of the same, especially in the cities. You're gonna find a lot of that same stuff over there because a lot of those women are being indoctrinated with that Americanized view. And those women over there, they worship the money. You know, so when you go around flashing that American money, that's all. That's the only reason why they want you. Yeah, man. Well, thanks for the good show. As always, it's a pleasure to listen. And you have a good one, man.
You too, man. Thanks for the call. All right. All right. Shout out to him. What was I gonna say? Yeah, man. Y'all, I can't wait for y'all to see, man. I'm telling you, that Americanized feminist mind state is making its way overseas. It is. I'm telling you. Yo, what's going on?
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, man. What's up?
Hey, yeah, this is Rocky, man. I got a question regarding this topic.
Okay.
Do you think that this is like how should I say, like a rise of like femcel or culture or female incel culture?
Well, I think it could be for like the middle-aged women who have become more asexual, or you know they probably they've pretty much they might hate having relations, especially if the man is not exactly what they want. And you also have women who have self-hate with their bodies, or with how they look. So you have that going on, I think, and you're seeing a certain rise in that. But I still think those women can get a man, but he's usually not the men they want. So they sort of go into this shell of I'm just going to be celibate and single, when really they can't get the men they want, and it's making them bitter. Right, and it's making them angry, and they're lashing out in the way that they are now by teaching other women, hey, you need to only deal with these men for money. You know, ain't love. Right. You know, all that. Yeah.
All women in my family lonely except 80 YROLD grandma.
I noticed that, and I've seen where it's not so much that women, these women can't get men, but they can't get like the type of men that they want. They can't get the high value men on the money. So now, like you said, they're bitter, and now they're like teaching the next generation of women that just get these men for their money, and even though you're a regular chick, aim for the type of man that you can't get, and then it turns into a vicious cycle.
Yeah, it does, and you can see it. You can see it because of how they just that disdain and hatred.
Yeah. Yeah, look at the female content creators. But yeah, appreciate the call, man.
All right, man. Thanks for the call. All right.
Peace.
Shout out to him for the call in. Yeah, man. You could just see the seething hatred that these women have for men. Like whenever a man you have women who were attacking the young man that was getting pushed around in his own neighborhood by the beta male army sergeant. That tells you everything you need to know. Yo, you live. What's going on?
Hey, what's going on, Jaye Black?
Nothing much, man. What's up?
Oh, I just wanted to call in and give my 2 cents about this whole topic today.
Okay.
So the first thing that I've always been thinking, I've been saying this to people, who I know that watch the Manosphere, is that some of these women out here, they think this is a Burger King type of world where they can have it their way. They think they can just be, like everybody's been saying, average, some of them below average, and that they are entitled to the whole world. I remember one day I was watching Kevin Samuels, the old lady came over there spilling her poison, talking about how, Kevin Samuels was wrong. Just the same thing. And it's funny because anytime, you talk about topics like this, like you're talking about today, you get the same illogical talking points from the other side. What I mean by the other side is a win,
Yeah, I just think that the delusion is being exposed, and it's making them angry and frustrated, and it's being highlighted. But they go towards it, right? Like you got women that are they're going on these shows willingly. And that's because women don't want to be lied to anymore, but they they think that they can change you as a man and your perspective of them. So they go on these shows thinking that maybe they can, they have that mindset. It's that delusion. They think they can go and change a man's mind state of them or how they feel about them, right? The delusion is being heightened. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember going back, to Kevin Samuels when his video Average at Best went viral. I remember watching a lot of different commentaries about Kevin Samuels, criticizing him. And one of the biggest things I heard were like, who are you to say these things or to criticize this woman?
Yeah.
And you even had men saying, I'm just sitting there like, man, you're not even helping us out, but okay, go ahead and be blind. And, do what you're going to do. But the thing that was funny, I remember there was this guy, I don't know if I was watching this dude on YouTube. He had, broke the story down. I don't know if this man was trolling or if he was like serious. But it's right after that video Average Best went popular. And the guy, he had posted a picture of himself. And I'm not going to lie, he looked kind of nervy. He looked like he lived in his mom's face. But he was like, yeah, I'm a 23-year-old man. I got my own house, my own job. I'm looking for a woman.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what his qualifications were, but, they were on the superficial end. And the funniest thing about it was these same people, I bet, that were criticizing Kevin Samuels, they were like, oh, you look like a scrub, saying all these different, how women criticize men who have high standards, but the men, they're not.
Well, yeah, that's
up the par.
Yeah, but I mean that's gonna happen because any man that has standards, they're gonna be heavily criticized. You just got to be prepared for it. I think, I've known that for a long time that if I put stuff out there, I'm gonna be criticized for it. People are gonna try to break you down, and that's just that's just a part of it. But all you can do is keep your balance, keep yourself on your square, and not be moved from it. And once people see that, that's when you make the biggest impact.
Mm-hmm. That's true. You gotta be able to tune out the. It's hard to do, but it's possible. You gotta be able to tune out the people who are criticizing you.
Yeah, and you can do that. You can do that because you have a lot of support. The support will always outweigh the haters and the doubters. Always.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. You got to look at the glass half full.
Mm-hmm.
But I just thought it was funny how they were criticizing the guy, and I'm pretty sure some people.
Well, listen, that's gonna happen. When you make a statement, and that's strong enough to go viral a couple different times, you're gonna draw criticism. That's the nature of it. Now, the level of the criticism, you never know. But the backlash is gonna be there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. I thank you for taking my call, and you have a good day.
All right, you too, man, and thanks for the call. All right. All right.
Oh, you're welcome.
Appreciate that. Listen, man, backlash comes with it. I was on a freaking list. I had 2 channels on that goddamn list. I was in the top 10 of a hate list. 2 fuckers. So, yeah, you're going to get backlash when you say certain things and you have a certain message. They're going to come at you. They're going to come at you as hard as they can. And they're going to use every tool in the book, man. But, damn it. The message needs to be heard, and it will be heard. It will be heard. You helpers ain't strong enough. Go get your white daddy. He can't do shit either. He can't handle this white woman. You can't handle that Caucasian woman. I had 2 freaking channels on a list. A hate list. 2. I was in the top 10. Top 10 with 2 channels, man. I know a thing or two about backlash. I know a thing or two about backlash, man. Top 10 most wanted channels to be gone. But you get that's the thing, you gotta, but you gain a lot of support though, And that's what I've been able to do, man. Throughout all the hate, man. I've been a big, I guess I've been a big deal to some people, I guess, My Jada Black Redux channel had all my red pill content on there. And that, like, some of my classics too. Now that one ain't here no more. R.I.P. to that one. But yeah, man, like the backlash, it's gonna come. Like you guys that may make content or may want to make content like this, understand the backlash is gonna come. You just gotta be prepared for it. And that was what, 2017? So I was hurting feelings for years. 2017, man. There's a reason why this is Jada Black Redux 2. Not Jada Redux. This is Jada Black Livestreams 2. There's a reason. Salute to everybody that's here. One second. Make sure that y'all like the stream if you haven't. I've been able to wake up some women. I have. And I was thinking the other day, I said, you know what? There are people that may not like what I'm saying, but they like me as an individual. And that to me is how you win people over, with your personality. Because they can listen to you and say, hey, this person doesn't hate me. He doesn't dislike me. And he's somebody who has a balanced mind state, that he's not out here just being full of hate. And yeah, that's why I've been able to get people to listen to me, to want to be a part of the platform. I've made those big strides, the content that I made, people used to chuckle at the content I made back in 2016, 2017. They used to chuckle. What is this? It's gossip. It's gossip. But the gossip was winning people over. The content I made 2016 and 2017 won people over. Right? It did. It won them over. Like, and I would do shows on my Jada Black channel, man. My chat room be all over the place with people from all different sides of whatever spectrum. All right? Because of the entertaining content, the entertainment aspect that I brought to my commentary. It won people over because they liked me. They embraced me. And then the content grew on them slowly. It grew on them slowly. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Ed Niece. Says you woke me up, Jay, and I'm old as a mug. Thanks, Jay. I'm pretty sure Ed Niece is aged like fine wine.
You woke me up, Jay, and I am as old as a mug. Thanks, Jay. Tears of joy, tears of joy, tears of joy.
Thank you. I'm glad I did. You know, I've had some interesting people come through my channel. I remember a lot. I do remember the people who, over the years, I've had here for the most part. There's some I don't, but there's a lot, especially they were here for a good amount of time, showing support. I always remember them. And I think it had a lot to do with the change up of everything, the change of pace. Shout out to Amazi. 80 elder chicks are watching to increase con game.
80 elder chicks are watching to increase con game.
I mean, they could. I mean, a lot of people can learn from me. A lot of women can learn from me. A lot of men can learn. Everybody can learn from me. I'm somebody to learn from. Adriana says, I'm kind of like a good wine. The older I get, the better I am. I hear you on that, Adriana. Shout out to Adriana, man. Shout out to all the older women that be listening to Jada Black. And they love Jada Black. They like listening to Jada Black. You know what I'm saying? I resonate with older women more than anybody. I think it's always been that way. I think it's always been that way. You know? I think it's kind of always been that way. But you see, that's the thing, though. I can relate to anybody. I have people that are in their teens or in high school that listen to me. I have people who are older, right, that listen to me. So that means that, again, I'm making an impact with what I'm saying. People are listening, which is always a good thing. So, yeah. Liana says, I'm 52 and I listen to you. Okay, Liana. Shout out to Liana. Says she's 52 and she listened to me. That's what I'm talking about. That's perspective. You know? That's why nobody can't tell me shit. You know, I be seeing people try to tell me about, you know, well, you shouldn't say this or this, or you should say this or that. Well, bro, look, I mean, listen to me, you know. I'm able to reach people from different, you know, spectrums, you know. Twinkly says I'm 46. Okay, Twinkly. All right. Well, Quadeja, yeah, I don't have 1 million followers yet, but that can always come into play. You know, I'm not nowhere near where I'm gonna be. You know, things have to fall into place. Seasoned Women Sunday. The Bronx side says, I'm 43 and I listen. Okay. Gerald says, I'm 39, I invented dirt. You know? Adriana says she's 40. Yeah, shout out to all the older women and males that listen to me. You know, I was thinking this. I was thinking that I need to do something for the members, right? I may do a test run sometime this week. I don't know when. I want to do a StreamYards hangout type thing for the members. The only catch is you would have to be a member to chat in the chat room, or if I put the link out there, you have to be a member. You can't just be a rogue out here. What y'all think about me doing like a hangout or something? I ain't done a hangout since they had hangouts. You know? You know? Doing a panel. once a week. Y'all know how much I despise panels, but I wouldn't mind doing one for the supporters. Why not? Why not? You know, I was thinking about that. I may do a test run with the members only. I'm a send a memo to the members and maybe even do like a private one, and you know, putting y'all on panels or at least one. It just, you know, seeing how that would be. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about that. You know, just see this for the, you know, for the members. You know what I'm saying? You know, people have said that Brooklyn South, I'm an old soul. It's because I grew up around my older family members, like my grandparents, right? Aunts and uncles, my father. You know, I always wanted to have conversations. Like, I never really related to people my age because they were just all over the place. I like having well thought out conversations about certain things. You just couldn't have them with certain people, you know? And I want to be, that's one of the reasons why I came to YouTube, because I wanted to have those type of conversations that couldn't really have with people my age or that were around me, but I can have those conversations here on YouTube. Just an adult conversation, not no goofy, even though I can joke around, you know, I believe in using humor in conversations. Humor is good, but not being a goofy, not being a clown. I don't believe in being a clown and a goofy, you know? So I always liked hearing the older people in my family talk, and I would try to join into the conversations when I could, you know? That was just me. You know, when they're talking about real life situations, family situations, you know, I've always had my opinions. I wanted my opinions to be known. You know, I wanted my opinion to be known. Like, why not? What's good, Loving Homes? But yeah, if you are a member, I may do like a private, like, live stream. Hold up. Oh, jeez Christ. Like, stream y'all just to test it out, see if y'all like it or whatever. This shit has not been moving. Oh man. Salute to everybody that's here. All right. Let me take another call or two. Why not? But yeah, man, I noticed that, you know, I'm able to reach older people and even, you know, mostly, you know, older women, because older women know I know what I'm talking about, you know. Liana says I'm 52 and single anyway. Okay, Liana. Shout out to Liana. She's out here, you know, single and 52. Enjoying life, right? That's how it should be, man. We all can find enjoyment at some parts of life instead of being miserable.
This chat is for the well-seasoned folks. Keep on marinating, rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing.
Right, Ednice, I appreciate that. Yeah, definitely well-seasoned, man. Why not? I like having grown conversations, with people, and it has a more seasoned crowd. I have a very seasoned crowd, Nothing wrong with that at all. But there's two different kind of seasoned crowd. Now you do got the seasoned crowd that likes to have these type of conversations, but you also got the seasoned crowd that's goofy. They want to be in high school all over again. They want to relive their teenage years. You got those two. You got those people as well. Those people who are well past, that mind state. Love Home says, I am wise beyond my years. I'm an old soul. Okay. Ms. Holmes say she's, ain't nothing wrong with that. But see, that's the thing, like, it lets me know that, because you know what's crazy? I sometimes go peek at other people's live streams and shit. And I may come across a video here and there, stream here and there. I see, some of the activity. I see people that may or may not used to be on my channel, may never have been here. I draw a certain type of person to me. Adriana says, I don't want to be single, not cool. Well, Adriana, you can always change that. Adriana, I'm pretty sure you can always change that, I'm sure that there's an intelligent brother out there for you, right? There's an intelligent brother out there for you, I'm pretty sure. Bounce is good. Free my grandma. Let me tell you something. If you are saying crazy things in my chat room, you're going to be put in time out, either by moderators or by me. That's what's going to happen. That's exactly what's going to happen. All right. I'm 64 and rocking with the 42-year-old. Oh, okay. The Veta. Are you a 64-year-old woman? You got you a 42-year-old man? Okay. I got divorced, and that's 11 years, and my right side, my bed feels odd. Still can't find myself in my own house. Don't understand women say, I don't need a man. Yeah, I think all women need a man. They just say that to alleviate the guilt of not being able to keep one. Baden says, hi from New Zealand. Okay, shout out to New Zealand. Shout out to New Zealand. Well, Adrian, I would definitely tell you to stay away from these bitter women who will tell you that, it's okay to be a single, independent woman and that you don't need a man. You need to stay as far away from them as possible. Okay, Devetta, shout out to Devetta. Devetta says she's 64 out here with a 42-year-old man. Shout out to her, man. I'm pretty sure she's full of life, full of energy, all right? Loving Home says she's 27 and has the mind of a 60-year-old. Okay. All right. Not sure I'm never anything disrespectful in a way. I promise I haven't. That's why I'm asking. Okay, well, you don't have to ask. Listen, I hate when people come in my chat asking about mods and being blocked, because that's going to make me want to block you. But I will say this, though. As long as you're not saying anything crazy, you won't be put in timeout. How about that? Sarah says, I'm planning on traveling. Okay, you going to travel, Sarah? Where you going to travel to? You going to travel to, Sarah? I'm going to be traveling too. I just don't know when this year, but I'm definitely going to get out here and go on I was going to go on an excursion next year outside of the country. I want to leave outside the country for 2 years. I think it's part of my plan. I just don't know when, because everything that's going on, with the CV, I want to definitely go on my excursion for 2 years, get outside the country. But it's all about when everything sort of gets from being uncrazy with the traveling restrictions and all. But I definitely am going to go and meet and greet and maybe, What's up, Jaye? Why not? But meeting people, why not? To hang out with the older crowd, ages 40 and above. Oh, really, Loving Homes? Hang out with the old crowd? Man. T. Malone says you need to. Yeah, you're right, I do. I think it's long overdue, but I just been busy with so many different things. But, the second half of this year, things will be better for me. Oh, of course not. That they can know that, I'm not going to take the Pope. Absolutely not. Australia is amazing. I've always wanted to go to Australia. I've always wanted to go there. I heard the politics are crazy there, though. Men going with older women isn't that new. I've heard, I've dealt with women that were older. It's always been cool. I've always had cool interactions with older women. I've never had a bad interaction with an older woman. Never. I study medicine and feel like a rat. If it wasn't for those online chats, I wouldn't have much contact with the outside world. Hard to meet people. Well, I will say this. It's good, Jeremy. Adriana, when you do work a lot, you don't have time to go and interact with people. Because I was that way. I was too busy building, right, for the last couple of years, and putting stuff, parts, puzzles together in my life. So a lot of times I would go out and talk to people here, but a lot of times making content, it's just different, right? I get to speak to y'all through this mic, all right? Hard time connecting with people. Age. It's always pettiness. I mean, it can be like that. That's why you got to be careful who you deal with. I'm very careful. There's a lot of people who, to me, are worthless human beings. No matter what the age is. Like, people talk about how, you got people say, well, older men are more successful and ready for relationships. Yeah, but why aren't they with women their age? Because, T. Malone said she going to the Bahamas. That's what I'm talking about. Candace Nice, them snow bunnies love us, Jay. I've heard. Want to go to Canada, Jay. I might want to live there, then Greece. I definitely want to visit Toronto. Toronto is on the bucket list. All right. Can we talk about women on SM spreading a false narrative of what to expect in a relationship? Well, I mean, that's I will say that they've been spreading false narratives about us for years. Right? And because of that, I think that you've seen the pushback from men. And that pushback is only going to increase. Right? Peaceful women shouldn't have to do anything. Yeah, that's why I say that they're sabotaging these women. See, it's their lives though. Again, whatever women choose to do, it's up to them to do. I'm not here to tell them how to do things, but I'm just saying, hey, these heifers are lying to you. You can aid in them trying to attack us, or you can wake the fuck up. and look at your situation and how you're sabotaging your situation. It's a lot of sabotage going on out here, you know? A lot of sabotage going on out here, you know? It's a lot of fake smart people, and they think they know people, but they don't. Young women got what they want youth so they compete with younger women in the older years. Yeah, they do, and it's competition by sabotage. They want to live vicariously through younger women, which is why you will see them praise, what's her name, Chloe Bailey, for being like them almost. All right, being like them, and women got to understand it don't hurt us as men at all. When women go out there and they try to be like these Instagram models, you're not hurting men. You're hurting yourself. We gonna be all right. We're okay being alone. We're okay living by ourselves. You're not. We were able to survive quarantine just fine. A lot of women were driven nuts by being in the house and not being able to go outside in public, not being able to go to the office. They had to work from home. It drove them crazy because we as men, like, we cool. We ain't gotta get approached by women every day to feel good about ourselves. But it destroyed a lot of these women because they couldn't, go out and get the attention that they wanted, in person. Like, they had to be at home. They had to be, Right? Why do you think all these breakups happen? It wasn't the men breaking it up. It was the women wanting divorces and shit. They want to have a hot girl summer. Let's see. Very productive during quarantine. Yeah, men were cool. Men didn't have no problem being by themselves at home during quarantine. Or being at the house. Like, it didn't bother men much. It didn't bother us much. But women, oh man. Couldn't go to school. You had, people couldn't go to their schools, so they couldn't be on campus. They had to be at home. Oh man. Imagine being a 20-year-old in college and, you used to being on campus and having dudes trying to get with you every day till you gotta basically go to school from home. They're not used to that. Unless you play sports. Now, if you play sports, you could be on campus I don't know how the rules went. I don't know if they allowed everybody on campus at the same time, but definitely during the spring and the summer when people had to stop school and go home. Imagine that. You just at home every day, on your phone, right? That's weird. Hey, make sure y'all follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram too, so y'all can get notified, especially on Twitter, because they have a notification button there, right? Definitely that. Why do men get triggered when you tell them you don't need them? There's a difference between needing and wanting. I don't think men get triggered by that. I think men who can only get women due to what they have may get a little triggered, but men don't get triggered by women not wanting them. But women will say that they need a man for this, that, and the third. But I don't think men are getting triggered by that. I think men are, men have certain things they look for, And if you ain't got it, you might say something like, hey, it's kind of stupid that you say you don't need a man, because you do. You get horny just like anybody. Financially, you just ain't there. I'll be catching your lives by chance. That's how it be. I have to go live at odd times for people to catch my lives, man. Half of y'all might not even be on the next live stream. That's how notifications be sometimes, man. That's the crazy thing, But it's all good. It's the shit you got to deal with YouTube. That's why I tell y'all, make sure y'all, if you have other platforms, follow me on there so you can get notified when I'm here. When I'm live. Yeah, I think that I don't think that men get triggered by women not needing them, but those same women will say that and don't have a man and then wonder why they don't have a man. Excuse me, you don't have a man because you say you don't need one. And with that mindset, you're never going to have one. All right? All right, let's see. Notifications be like 20 minutes late. That's why I say, hopefully y'all click the notification bells too, But I don't know what be going on with that. I told you YouTube be on, be on BS. They send me notifications to channels I'm not even subscribed to, just because I visited it and watched like one video on the channel. They'll send me a notification. I'm like, what the fuck is the notification for? I watched like one video. Why you sending me notifications? This is one video. Like, what is this? What games are being played here? Like, what is this? So, yeah, when men are not triggered by women saying that they don't need them.
These so-called good women support thoughts and you never see them call thoughts out on their BS. But they'll turn around crying about them winning.
Well, that's an excuse. When they say that that women, like, the thoughts are winning, it's because they can't get the men that those thoughts are getting. Because in their minds, they're the good women when they really not. They have no qualities, just like the thoughts. They just not as extreme as the thoughts are. Women that can get a quality man never has to talk about how, men are getting the thoughts. Like, there are women who are in their 20s and 30s that are fully married. They're not complaining about the thoughts. They're not complaining about the thoughts taking all the men. And by the way, no decent man is gonna be wifing up no thought. I'm sorry, he's not gonna be, unless I'm talking about publicly. He's not gonna be wifing up no thought. Dudes that wife up thoughts are dudes that couldn't get women when they were before the fame and the money and the success. So they ended up just getting with these women because they've always wanted to be with these women. They're looking at her body. They don't care about qualities. They're just looking at somebody they can hook up with and sleep with. Even though the chick may be crazy. The chick could be completely nuts, right? The chick can be completely nuts, and they will sit there and want to wife them up. I think I've only been emotionally and verbally abused, but not physically abused. Physically. Well, that's the thing, Loving Homes. You got to get, I don't want to say get help, but make sure that you're all right, that you're functional after that, because that can definitely scar you. The dysfunction can definitely scar you. Shout out to everybody that's here on this Sunday. I appreciate y'all being here, but I'm going to have to go ahead and wrap this up. I got to finish up this content. I'm gonna put up the Patreon exclusive video tomorrow morning, probably early tomorrow morning too, because I'm probably finished editing it tonight, and that is a doozy. That is a doozy, man. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in, man. Again, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, man. I'll put the Twitter link in there and put the Instagram. Y'all want to send me articles and stuff, links to stuff, you can send it to me through Instagram. A lot of people send me stuff through Instagram. You can go to the email as well. Don't be sending me stuff late, like I'm live or I just posted a video. You're like, well, Jay, guess what happened? Like, come on, man. Like, you done waited all day to tell me about this shit. Like, what's going on here? Like, seriously. Be sending me topics all late. I remember one time I posted a video on my Basic Social Politics channel. Somebody sent me a link to a news story, I think like a week after I did the video. Almost a week after I did the video. I'm like, where you been? Anyway, man, shout out to y'all, man. I see y'all on the next one, man. Y'all take care. I'm gonna play one of my classic in-stream instrumentals. Let's see. One of my old classic. Here we go. time.